T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. We're back, baby. Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask with me here once again. What is up, my man?
Michael, it's been driving me crazy, man. 2 weeks away for me is just it drives me insane, buddy. We're back, and it feels amazing what we got in store for this evening. Something that's going to have the chat involved, and that's what I love, man. The people in our chat are nothing short of amazing. So to get them involved in some good horror talk, man, I'm excited, buddy. And it's good to see you, man. I'm not seeing you a whole lot.
Yeah,
we haven't got a chance to catch up. So thrilled to be here. Let's get it on, man.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. Definitely good to be back. I wasn't here last week. The week before, we had holiday weekend, so that changed your work schedule around. So that put you out for 2 weeks, man. And it's been about close to 3 weeks since we both been been back here.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, dude, like that's going on a month. It's great to be back. And especially what we're doing today. We are doing a tier ranking. If you have done tier rankings with other channels, you know what it is. If you haven't, you're definitely in for a good time. These are always fun. We know that we are doing the 3 Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Halloween franchise. Now, these will go kind of quick. Well, normally they'll go pretty quick, but with me and you, I have a feeling that we'll probably agree on maybe like 3 of them, and then it'll be up to the chat to decide where they go.
Here's a question. Sorry to interrupt. Here's a question I want to ask you real quick, though. Because when you tell me big 3, I already know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But is that for most people? Does everyone, when you say big 3, does it mean Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th?
From the slasher genre
in there, and they're like,
I just had this conversation last night.
I knew who you were talking about, but
when you look at Ghostface, okay, and this is nothing, against Ghostface. The way that they made those movies, Friday the 13th, Jason, he's the man. Nightmare on Elm Street, he's the man. Halloween, Michael's the man, and Loomis.
Yeah.
But the way that Scream did things, they made, the victims or the heroes of the story were the cast and not so much the killer, because you never had the same Ghostface twice. Ghostface was more of an idea than it was a person. So is Ghostface a slasher movie? Yes. Is Ghostface the idea a slasher? Yes. But there is no person that you can say this is Ghostface and it's just Ghostface.
And I'm guessing I'm specifically saying those younger than you and I, because, and I just threw Scream in there. Say you go to Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw, is there someone that might be 25 years old that you say the big 3, and they immediately go to Leatherface, Pinhead, and how cemented are they? Is what I know they're cemented.
How cemented is everyone else? They would have to tell you the answer to that question.
Sure.
How cemented am I? 100%.
Same here. Like
you know what I mean?
It's just something I thought about, you know?
Yes.
Like,
yes. And speaking of all the people and all of their opinions, let's see who we have in the chat for tonight. Let's go there. Jacob Ware is in the chat and he's saying, "What's up, buddy? I told you all I'd be here. Halloween is number 1, Friday the 13th is 2, and Nightmare on Elm Street is 3. What's up, Jacob?"
Good to see you, Jacob. Good to see you on here.
Lydia's in the chat. Heidi ho, officers. What is up, Lydia?
Great to see you, Lydia. Great to see you.
Chris Davis is in the chat again saying, "Good afternoon. I hope everyone had a good weekend." You too, Chris. What's up, man?
Yeah, Chris, man. Always good to see you. Same to you, buddy.
The General is in the chat. The General, yes, but also Val from Val's Views. And the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. If you have not checked out her channel, please do so after this stream. She's got great content. And I just watched one of her shorts today. It looks like she's got some cool stuff coming up too. So definitely go ahead and check that out.
Hello,
and Val is also reminding us, please do not forget to hit that like button. Please hit that like button for us. It definitely helps out the channel. And if you hit it right now, it helps YouTube say, okay, we have this many likes. Let's start pushing this up forward so people who may not know about the channel can actually see it, as opposed to, you just knowing about the channel and knowing where to go. So likes help us out, and so do comments once the stream's over. If you exit out and go back in and leave a comment on what you thought of the show, or any questions you have, or any comments that you want to make, YouTube will also see how many comments and how much interaction that this video got, where it'll put it up for replays for people who may not have seen it before to be able to check it out. Tristan Mobley's in the chat saying, "Hey guys, looking forward to the show tonight." Us too, Tristan. What's up, my man?
Tristan, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Mad Mom, aka Teresa Stevens, is saying, "Hello, everybody. I'm looking forward to it too." Hello, Jacob. This is Matt's mom. I met you today, if you remember, at Mad Matt's booth. What's up, Teresa? I've got a bone to pick with you, Teresa. I will take that offline, but it is good to see you here this week. Definitely.
It's something I'm staying away from that heat. Good to see you, brother. Love you.
I don't want that smoke. What's up, Teresa?
Hell no.
And James has entered the chat. James is saying, "Hi there, Mad Mom. Hope you had a great day. Also to you too, Mad Dad." What is up, James? Always good to see you here, brother.
Mad Dad, I love it. James, man, you're my boy. Yeah.
Mad Mom James. And Mad Dad. It's a family thing.
Just a mad, pissed off family, if you ask me, man. Just damn.
Allison is in the chat saying, "Hi, everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend." What's up, Allison?
Allison, hello. Great to see you.
Bye-bye Polar's in the channel saying, "Happy Sunday." Happy Sunday, Polar.
Hello, Polar. It's been a minute. Good to see you.
Jerry Wilson's in the chat saying, hello all. Hope everyone is great." What's up, Jerry? How you doing, buddy?
That's Jerry. You say Wilson? Not Jerry sure.
Wilson.
That doesn't ring a bell. No. But nice Jerry? To see you on here, Jerry. Like, welcome to the show.
Callie's in the chat saying, "Hi, everyone." What's up, Callie?
Nice. Callie, good to see you on here.
John is in the chat saying, thought I clicked that there. "Hello, fellow horror nerds." What's up, John?
Oh, that's my boy. That's my fellow wine slinging buddy. John, hopefully Kim's with you as well. Good to see you guys.
Jet Black 19's in the chat saying, "Hey, it's Jazz and Kayla from the booth today."
Yes.
Just heard about you guys. What's going on, guys?
Jazz, Kayla. So nice to see you guys. So nice to see you on here. Welcome to Movies and Beyond. Welcome to Movies and Beyond.
Kim is in the chat saying, "Good evening, everyone." What's up, Kim?
Hello, Kim. I'm glad you're on as well. I miss you guys.
Katie from Poppin' the Popcorn is in the chat saying, "Hi, friends." And she also said, "We missed y'all." What's up, Katie?
And to John and Kim, I will say that I saw the last Insidious, and I spoke to John a little bit, but not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Yeah.
I think that
worth a watch, but I'm just ready for Home Run 10.
Timothy Centers is in the chat saying, "What's up, guys? I'm listening while cutting grass." Hey, man, any way you can listen, man, we're happy to have you.
Heck yeah, man. Tim, always good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you.
JT from Mixed Bag of Videos is in the chat saying, "What's up, everyone? What's up, JT?" JT was on our 500 subscriber celebration. He was up there. You and him were talking Rob Zombie's Halloween while we were waiting for everybody else, and I was just kind of left out of that conversation.
Okay.
What's up, JT?
Okay, JT. What's up, buddy? Good to see you on here, man.
I think that I pretty much we have got a lot of people going.
Very nice. Very nice.
Michael Rhodes is in the chat saying, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Michael? Great name, Michael. Great name."
Yeah. Michael, good to see you on here, my friend. Welcome to Movies and Beyond, buddy.
All right. So one thing that I want to do before we start getting, into anything, I want to get a shout out to my Patreon people. Always giving them a shout out on my channel. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Definitely want to give a shout out to my Patreon people. And if you are interested in checking out Patreon, there is a tier for everyone over there. And we're definitely doing some fun things over there. So if you do want to check that out, go over to www.patreon.com/moviesandbeyond, all one word, and you'll be able to see what we got going on over there. Definitely.
I'm not sure I was done headbanging, man. That was groovy.
Oh, you want it one more time?
Yeah.
You need it one more time? You want to give it to him one more time?
Go ahead and give it to him.
Always give it to him one more time, especially not only do you like it, but for my Patreon people, man. Let's go. What's up? All right, one thing I do want to address, and then we'll go ahead and run this intro and get started with this, man. I do just want to bring this up a little bit. We are aware that there is, a strike going on with the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, and the AFTRA. And we're probably going to start to see a lot of effects of that, depending on how long this strike runs, because they put up a list of things that they can do and can't do, and pretty much they really can't do anything. So you're not going to see any trailers unless they've been made already, I'm assuming. So depending on how long this goes, it's going to affect things. And one of the things that's, near and dear to my heart that I've been waiting to hear more and more from, and now it's got to be on standstill because we have both, the writer's strike and, we have the actors with the SAG and the AFTRA stuff, is Camp Crystal Lake, so that's already something that had been, in development. And I'm assuming, if you have no writers and you have no actors, that they're probably doing absolutely nothing with that right now. And that's oh god, that sucks.
And it's one of those things where it absolutely sucks, but you can't blame them either.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
And that's the thing, like, a lot of people don't understand. This isn't Tom Cruise standing out there who's got $1 bajillion in his bank account.
No.
There are actors that make $30,000-$40,000 a year, that they're wanting to take more stuff away. And that there's a whole list of things that they want to do. And the biggest one that sticks out to me is the AI scan. You know, they want to pay these guys 1 day worth of work, scan them, and be able to use them in the background of multiple movies. So that's like saying, hey,
horseshit.
We're just going to take a scan of your face, Matt. We're only going to pay you for 1 day, but we're going to use you as much as we want. And that's to me, I get it. I definitely get it. It's yeah, and I mean it's a tough thing because, you know, people are choosing sides, obviously, you know, and it I don't know. It puts us in a tough position. You know what I mean? Because I want movies.
I just hope it doesn't go on for too long. I hope we can come to some resolve. I want movies. Things are gonna change, man. It's gonna be weird to see how this plays out.
But we got a lot of movies to get through tonight, man, and this is one that I'm definitely excited about. I talked to Val a couple days ago, and she said that she would help count the votes because, you know, the way this works, I will pick a random movie, we will throw it up there. We have 6 choices. We have epic, we have great, we have good, we have okay, we have meh, and then we have horrible. Right?
We definitely need a count. We need a vote counter for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Could you picture me and you trying to do that? And then
thank you, Val. Thank you so much.
Val's a lifesaver. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get Val
salute
something.
You again, Val,
because that's something that's ridiculously hard to do for us. But so there are 6 categories that we could put these movies into. The way that me and Matt do things, you know, we agree on absolutely nothing. So if we do not agree on where to put this movie, we're going to the chat for a vote, and the vote that gets the highest, that's where the movie is going to go under one of those selections. So let's go ahead and run this intro, Matt, and then let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm definitely excited about this.
Let's do it, man.
And definitely excited to keep up with the chat on what they're going to have to say about these movies. So we will be back in just a minute.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, hell.
His death.
Hello, Sydney. Are you Force will be with you, always.
Wish I had you all alone, just the 2 of us.
All right, so we got that through. I've got a few comments that I want to read, and we'll go ahead and get this chart put up here. Let's see real quick. Jerry's throwing out the welcome to prime time, bitch. Absolutely love that. James is loving the intro, and Mad Mom is asking a question saying, "Hey, Michael, can my votes count as 2 since I'm sitting here with Terry, aka Mad Dad?" That makes sense. That makes sense, Terry. That makes sense, Teresa. Just go ahead and throw up, when you put your vote in, and let Val know. Teresa votes this, Terry votes that. Just put them up at the same time. And I do ask, guys, that you only vote once. You know what I mean? Like that's like the biggest thing. Like if you put it up there, I'm sure that they will definitely count it. There's no need to like spam it either. Because counting this is hard enough as it is. Well, at least from my point of view, I don't know. They might be way better at this, which I'm sure they are than me. But I would probably get confused to see like, hey, did I count that one already? You know what I mean? Like that's definitely a tough one to do. Timothy Centers is saying, "I've seen the new Insidious, Matt. I wasn't impressed." I'm hearing that. I don't want to talk too much about it because I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure there's a lot of people that haven't seen it.
Tim, I'll just say I agree with you, man. But to you, Michael, I would still say worth a watch, and it's just
I'll check it out. But I told you, Oppenheimer's #1 for me to go see right now. So it's going to have to take a back seat to that.
Nothing wrong with that. But how we look at movies, you might love Insidious. But yeah, it's worth a watch, man. I'll say that for sure. I agree with you. I agree with you, Tim.
I'm just so excited to see Oppenheimer because, Thomas Shelby's getting his chance to shine in the sun. And if you guys watch Peaky Blinders, you know what I'm talking about. I'm so excited for that. Definitely. So definitely.
Now, was he also, not to go off topic, was he also a Scarecrow in the Dark Knight?
He was.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was also Christopher Nolan as well. And Christopher Nolan is doing Oppenheimer as well too. So
I like him too.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
It's Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy.
Okay, because I'm not the name beast here, man.
Yeah, I want to say that's right, but they'll correct me in the chat. I'm sure if I'm not.
I like him a lot too.
He's always Thomas Shelby to me, dude. Like I watch Peaky Blinders,
but he actually made an impact as Scarecrow as well.
He was good.
He was. So I like him. Okay,
he was definitely good. Jamie Hart's in the chat saying hello, love that intro. What's up, Jamie?
Hello, Jamie. Good to see you on here.
Russell Dorsey's in chat saying, "What's up, everyone? I smashed that like button before I came in this awesome stream and chat. Happy Sunday, everyone. Sorry I'm late." What's up, Russell? I was looking through the chat, Russell, and I was like, where's Russell at? Just a little earlier. Glad you showed up, my man. It wouldn't be the same without you on Sundays.
Dude, Michael, you took all the words out of my mouth. Like that was another. Russell, you were a big part that was missing from my life, man. You are... man, Movies and Beyond and Russell just goes together, man. Great to see you on here, Russell. I missed you, buddy. I missed your comments. Great to see you on here, my friend. Missed you.
John is saying, "I'm going to Indiana to watch Oppenheimer on the 70 millimeter film."
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
John
crazy.
was telling me about that. That is crazy, and that's going to be an experience in itself. Like, yeah.
Teresa's saying, "I love Peaky Blinders. He was awesome." Dude, Peaky Blinders is... Anytime anyone talks to me about Peaky Blinders, I just always think of, what was her name? Was it May? I forget. The one that was like the mother figure of the group who died. Well, I'm not going to ruin anything. But she's like, "Why, Thomas?" And he stands up. He's like, "Because we can. Because we fucking can." And it's just like, that dude is awesome. Right there. I think that's the moment that Thomas Shelby entered my brain. Like that dude right there.
Yeah. Mad Mom and Mad Dad. I know they watched that all the way through, and I caught bits and pieces of it, but it looked phenomenal to me as well. I got one thing I need to ask you though, Michael.
What's that?
And this is for all you collectors out there as well. Can we please get a close up of that mask behind you that you picked up at Mad Monster that has
I wasn't
King
gonna
Hunter's
get away. I wasn't gonna get through the
autograph.
stream without picking that up, was I?
No, but yeah, I want to see that a little closer if you don't mind. It's beautiful. And there's a lot of collectors I know that are on this chat, and we all appreciate an amazing hockey mask. But
it's Jason X. It's not Uber Jason. It's Jason X before he was Uber Jason.
Yeah, but yeah, be careful with it. I did
pick this one up.
Oh, look at that, guys! Look at that. That is screen accurate as hell.
And I got
Michael, it's
Kane Hodder to sign it while he was there. I was like, well, I might as well get Kane to sign it.
Look at the scratch. Look at this. Oh, the act.
Let me hold on. It's like going backwards. Yeah.
I know
they did a really good job with this one.
They did.
I do enjoy it. It's
you know my collecting taste, dude. It's if I didn't think that was gorgeous, I wouldn't even ask.
I didn't think that I'd get through the stream without you being like, throw that up there. I'm like, I know Matt's gonna say something. I definitely know, but yeah, man.
I'm sure it was appreciated by others than just me. But that's beautiful, Michael. Nice, I appreciate that. Nice addition to your collection, man.
I definitely want to point something out too. We have 24 wonderful people in the chat and only 18 likes. Please hit that like button. Val is staying on top of it, and we definitely appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us on this Sunday night. It's freaking awesome for sure. We do have 26 people in the chat according to StreamYard right now. And let's definitely have a great show tonight, man. I think we have a fun one lined up. Let me go ahead and get this
let's dive into it.
Chart out. But I do want to say what's up to one more person who just showed up. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat saying, hey, everyone. What is up, Jeff? And we have one more person that popped in as well. Kirsten's in the chat saying, hey, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm lucky enough to do a show on we watched Revenge of the Sith on the Carbonite Jedi's channel. A bunch of us were over there, and Kirsten was over there. It's definitely good to have you here, Kirsten. Welcome to Movies and Beyond.
Kirsten, welcome. Welcome.
All right, so let's get this chart up here. So we have all the movies here. We have all the Halloweens. We have all of the Friday the 13th, and we have all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. And the way this is going to work, I'm going to pick a random movie, Mad Matt, and you are going to tell me, in your opinion, is this an epic movie? Great
so
movie,
I kick it off, okay?
A good movie, an okay movie, or is it meh, or is it just horrible?
I like being the starter, okay? Let's do it.
All right, so I'm just going to roll my mouse around here and pick out the first one. Oh my God, dude, you're never going to guess what movie just popped up. And I will set it right here for right now. We have Halloween Ends. That's going to be the first movie that pops up on the list. Is going to be
that shit
Halloween.
Wasn't random.
I swear
it isn't random.
I swear on my life that was random.
That's you effing with me.
On a good note, we get this out of the way. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to wait till the end of the stream to do ends for sure.
Well, guys, we don't need a drum roll. We don't need a drum roll here. It's plain and simple. This movie pisses me off to this very day. I don't like talking about it. I don't like thinking about it. There's actually not a category for this movie because I didn't see dog shit on here. So it's going to go to horrible, guys. It's going to go to horrible.
So you're voting horrible. Now,
absolutely.
When I look at Halloween Ends, do I like the movie? No, not really. I don't. But I don't think it was a horrible movie. Okay? So I am going to put it in the okay bracket.
Not even.
I am going to put it in the okay bracket. Now, I could be persuaded, to get it maybe into meh.
See, I
know what I mean?
I can't.
I know you can. So we are automatically going to the chat to rank this movie for us.
Michael,
and we are definitely going to need a count on where this movie goes. So if you are voting, please vote once and just go ahead and vote. Go ahead and vote now. And I'm gonna need to know, from someone what the totals are. Val, if you were still wanting to count, I would definitely appreciate that.
Now, Michael, do you need more than one counter? Because I'm sure Mad Mom or Lydia would count happily.
Yeah. It just,
I'm not
Val
counting.
said that she would do it for me, so I'm gonna let Val throw that out.
I'm basically saying if it's too much on Val.
Yeah, Val, if it ends up being too much for a count, just let me know and we can get somebody to help out with that, or however you guys usually do that when you do this.
But again, like Michael said, just please vote one time.
Yeah, just vote one time for Halloween Ends. Now, I am glad that one is out of the way. To be honest with you, it's it's one of those movies that you can jump into a 30-minute conversation about, right? And it's just like, yeah, but did you look at it from this way? Yeah, did you look at it from that way? And yeah, so I know your mind is made up. You're like Ends. I'm sweeping that under the rug. I watched Ends probably.
I am, and yeah,
probably about 2 weeks ago.
I don't even talk about it much. Like, no, I'm not even trying to be funny. Because I'm okay with people still talking about it and doing this, that, and the other. But yeah, my mind is made up. I know where it goes for me, for sure. But I also try to respect everyone, and for the people that do either kind of like it or maybe even love it, I don't want to be the guy that sits there and dogs it over and over. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I won't want them to do that with my movie. So like, I know where it is. I'll shut up. Whatever.
We should watch that one again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The long pause, as it's suggested, like,
yeah.
Are you sure? You sure you want to do that one?
I don't want to be that guy, man. Like, if someone hates a movie I love, like, and then they say that's all good and fine. But it annoys everyone when they go on and on about it. In this movie you like, that's. So I try to be respectful.
All right, so I am going to random mouse this. I'm looking to the left, and we're going to pull up the next movie while the vote is being counted. Okay, so we'll know what we're talking about next. All right, so
we're still counting on Ends?
Looking away, yeah. So I'm looking away from my screen, and I have grabbed a movie, and it is going to be Halloween 3. Why is the mouse just like gravitating towards your favorite movies?
We're on a roll. Okay. There's not a dog shit category. So it's going to horrible.
All right. So just to let you know, Ends won with 4 votes for okay.
Oh my!
So Halloween Ends.
That's impressive. That shocks me.
It goes to okay.
That shocks me. That makes me question the people in the chat.
Look at you. All right.
Oh man, I love you guys, but damn.
Getting into Halloween 3, I am definitely gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the meh category. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it too much. And I've gotten past the fact that Michael isn't in it. You know what I mean? I've accepted it for the movie that it is.
Right.
And I'm just like,
man, I hate to be so stubborn. But if you can't come to horrible, it has to go to the chat, because I can't take it up to nah.
No, I
can't.
All right. It is one of those movies.
If you can't go to horrible, then yeah, it goes to the chat again.
Kirsten brought up a good point, though. She said, I used to hate it, but it grew on me. And I did too. I thought that it was horrible, but over the years, I've grown to accept it as a meh. Like, I don't think that it's the worst Halloween movie, but it's not something. If I'm looking at my Halloween DVDs, you know, I'm hardly picking it. You know what I mean?
It
like I'm
grew
never
on
like
me too. It grew further away.
yeah. But I mean, it'll be divided in the chat. Like, so make sure that you guys are getting your votes in because again, Matt and I are not coming to a decision with this.
I watched Halloween 3 not too long ago with Mad Mom with my mother, and we both were just like, we just wasted 2 years of our life, like, or I'm sorry, 2 hours. But man, I can't do it, man.
I think
I wanted to agree with you and at least go to the but no.
I really think that they had a good premise for the movie as a horror movie. But I felt like now, granted, you know, Tom Atkins, you know, that's everybody loves Tom Atkins, you know, and he's in it. I think that helps a lot of people's, you know, vote with that movie. And I do like Tom Atkins. But I do
too.
Like there were just long stretches of this movie that kind of would take me out of it. And I feel like maybe it's my ADD, you know, but it just takes me out. Like I have to be in a certain mood to watch Halloween 3. You know, I can't, it's just not one of those where I can be like, hey, I can watch this one, you know, anytime that I want to. It's just how I feel about that one. So,
all right, what's this chat saying, man? Go ahead and pick another one, Michael.
Yep. So we'll let that vote come through. And Val, let us know what you think because I am seeing good, I'm seeing great, I'm seeing horrible, and I am seeing meh, and I'm seeing okay.
I figured this one would be all over the board.
Yeah, and I mean that's great, dude. Like I love the fact that there's so many, you know, let me move this. Okay. There's so many different, you know, opinions on this movie. Like it's really great that so many different people. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this again. If another Halloween movie comes up, I'm just going to grab something else because I definitely. All right. So the next movie that we will do is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Now, Val is also saying that for Halloween 3, great wins with 4 votes. So everyone make sure you're getting your votes in. Halloween 3 is going to the great category.
Wow. This is fun because dude, that floors me. That floors me, but
yeah.
Wow. All right. So I'm on I'm on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wes
New Nightmare.
Craven's.
Wes Craven's, which is the 8th installment, if I'm not mistaken. This was after Freddy's Dead. Correct?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was that? I'm
sorry. This is the 8th installment after Freddy's Dead.
This is the, I want to say 7th, right?
7 was Freddy's Dead, right?
5. No, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and then there was Freddy's Dead.
Oh, Freddy's Dead was 6.
Yeah.
Is that correct? So it's the 7th installment. Okay.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm putting it in the good category. I think that it's a good movie. I do.
I'm going with horrible.
Horrible?
Yeah.
All right. So
and
again,
I can possibly be persuaded to That's it though. I can't go to okay.
Yeah.
So we disagree again.
Oh, go figure.
We disagree again. I was not a fan, man. I was not a fan.
Yeah. I'm definitely saying
I love how all horror fans view things differently. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This one.
And I'm still an oddball having that been said. Like, God.
Testing the whole, meta stuff with this, man. I definitely think it was good. And I'm pretty sure that, it's going to kind of be, across the board with that. So
I see it hitting I see it hitting more towards your way.
Yeah. So I went with good. But we'll let them do the count. While I go through and look for.
I enjoyed I like when I first watched that and it got off to it got going. I liked the concept and everything, but it just never had that climax, and it just, yeah.
So Val is coming through with saying great wins with 7 votes. So there's a lot of people.
I'm getting crushed. I'm getting crushed.
Like this
one. Yeah,
one.
I'm keeping score for myself. Yeah. I'm getting crushed.
Let's throw out the next one. I've got, not even on the screen. Okay, I've got A Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Okay. Now we're talking.
This one for me has risen out of the depths of hell. And I'm going to put it in the okay category. For 4, I'm going to put, I could be persuaded possibly as a meh, but I am going to put it in the okay category.
All right. So I was going to go with good.
Okay.
I would like you to come over to good.
Oh, man.
But if you positively can't, I can go to okay, but I would rather stay at good. I enjoyed Nightmare 4.
Oh.
And I'm not Nightmare is not my baby, man. So let me know where you're at.
I can't go
so fun. I can go to okay, Michael. I'm comfortable with that.
All right. You know what? We're going to go ahead and put it as okay.
If that's what you need me to do, I can do that. Okay. We agree.
I had a hard time with saying that it's good, and a lot of people in the chat are like, come on, it's good. It's a good one.
Now, the reason I'm okay with okay is because it's good to me in a franchise that's I don't care for that much. So yeah, I'm okay with going with good. Or I'm sorry, okay. With settling for okay. Yeah.
And believe me, this movie is one that, I used to think was horrible, but I've watched it a couple times and it's really like, I do have a hard time. The biggest thing that aggravates me about this movie is they had such a good cast in 3 that they just totally discarded.
But all you have to do is watch 6 before 4, and 4 it goes to epic.
Well, that's true. Like that. I mean, I guess it all depends on perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, I love the cast of 3. So since Matt and I did agree on this one, we're gonna put it in the okay. Now the fact is, you guys are gonna know that you guys are going to get most of these because we're not going to agree. But since we did agree on this one, Matt, I am going to go ahead and put it and leave it in okay.
Hey, man, rules are rules. That's how it goes.
Rules are rules.
And I remember we were talking about when we were ranking the Nightmare on Elm Street. I remember, I think it was backstage before a show or something, but we both said that we were a little bit impressed with 4 when we were going through them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I yeah. All right. What we got next?
All right. Come on. Friday the 13th. Give me one for the love of God. Oh, we do. So we have Friday the 13th, part 5, the Roy Burns episode of Friday the 13th. Oh, we're definitely going to disagree on this one.
You think?
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things, Polar popped this up. Michael and Matt agreed, though. I think we only count the chat when they don't. That is correct. So I didn't make that clear. That is definitely my fault. So yes, we didn't throw that out there. If me and Matt do agree, we're gonna put it in there because it's gonna be so few and far between, and we know that that you guys will get the count for most of them for sure on where to put them. But yeah, if we do happen to agree,
I did, Russell.
If we did get that lottery number of us agreeing to say, hey, we agreed we're gonna put it in that spot. So Friday the 13th Part 5 for me. It's not horrible, but I can't even go to okay. I'm going with meh for Friday the 13th Part 5. I know that's where it is for me.
I'm at good.
Yeah.
I'm at good. I'm at good, man. And I'm surprised you're at
I am.
I am surprised you're there. Yeah, I'm at good, and I can't go any lower.
Yeah, and I can't go any higher than meh. I mean, ask me again in 10 years, maybe it'll change.
No, I got you.
That's a big meh for me, dog.
That goes to the chat. That goes to the chat.
This is going up to a vote for this one. Friday the 13th.
The kills in that, Michael, they're insane. Is it you can't get past that it's not the real Jason in the mask?
That's a big part of it. Like it felt like it felt like you go there.
You've been duped.
Well, and I mean we're past that now because that was like 1985. But for me, it's just like even after you find out it's not Jason, I got the disappointment in that, and then every rewatch, I know it's not Jason, so I just find it pointless. You know what I mean? Like
man.
Does it have good kills in it? Yeah, it does. I mean, I just can't.
Baby. Baby.
And it does.
It's got the characters are amazing, man.
It does,
dude. I like 5. So, all right, we'll leave that to the chat.
That is up for the chat. And if you guys could get the count for us on that one, I will go ahead and roll and find a new movie to see where we're at right now. Oh my.
Is that final chapter?
That is final chapter. And let me just go ahead and put that there while we wait to see where that goes, because there is no way Val is saying that meh wins with 7 votes for Friday the 13th.
Oh, now you've got me in bad shape. Because you're saying epic, man.
I'm sorry.
And I know you're not going to good.
I'm not going to good.
I know you're not going to good.
I am in a stubborn epic with Part 4. I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh shit, Michael.
I am sorry.
Oh man, I don't know if I can go to epic.
Friday the 13th, Part 4.
I can go to good.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sorry. I can go to great. I can go to great.
Yeah.
I can't get up to epic.
Friday the 13th, Part 4. I will not waver from epic.
Michael, I can't go up to epic, and I want to.
We are going to the chat,
but I'm going with great, man.
All right.
I'm going with great, but I can't do epic.
We are going to the votes for this one because there are very few of them that I'm going to be stubborn about. There's probably about 5 movies.
No, if that's one you're going to be stubborn about, I get it. I'm not hating on you, man. I'm not hating on you.
I almost wish that I had, assuming that this does hit epic through the votes, I really wish I had a clip of that Crispin Glover dance, because I'd throw it all over the screen for you guys, because how can you forget Crispin Glover's dance?
See, I would do it, but I'm 40 now and I might dislocate my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm not going to try it. I mean, I'd hurt myself, but you got to remember, a lot of people bash that dance. But okay,
now that dance is epic.
He got
that dance.
What did he get from that dance? He got one of those Doublemint twins upstairs while Teddy Bear sat on the couch watching vintage porn.
Watching vintage porn.
So you already know.
Laughing at it like,
he had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
He had nothing else to do.
I can definitely say that the dance is epic, but I can't take that movie to epic as much as I want to.
All right. While this is being counted in the chat, what's crazy is randomly picking. I got 2 Halloweens, then 2 Nightmares, and then 2 Fridays in a row. And that's just me randomly swinging. Like you guess you can't see my mouse on the screen there, but that's for me just throwing this around. The next movie, and I will die by this one as well. When I talked about movies that I will, Halloween Kills will be the next one that we get.
I'm gonna.
Let's just go ahead and leave Friday for an Epic because it just won with
Epic?
13 votes for Epic.
Out of how many?
Well, I don't know. Val would have to know because we do have people watching and not everyone's voting, you know, but
that's
13
that's
in
nice,
Epic.
Man. That's nice. I'm
I
happy
love
for you,
y'all.
Michael. I'm happy for
love
you.
y'all.
Now,
the check will be in the mail for every single one of you guys, by the way.
Can I go first on kills?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Listen, I say that now. I'm thinking
you're like, can I go first? And then you're just like long pause. Like
I will set, and it's going to be a solid. I don't think I could be persuaded up or down. I'm going to go with good.
Mm-hmm. All right, this one is going to the votes as well, my friends.
Really?
Because I am teetering between Epic and great.
You can't go to good
Kills.
with kills?
No, not
Evil
a chance.
Dies Tonight.
If you were going to look at Halloween Kills under a microscope for that and not look at the other Halloween movies or Friday the 13th movies with that same microscope, I think that Kills gets looked at so closely because it's new, and then we can look past other things in other Halloween movies and say, it's fine. You know what I mean? This movie's still great.
I can't go to great.
I'm teetering between great and epic, and I'm leaning more towards great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I absolutely will stand on a hill and fight for this movie right here. So I am going with great.
And I even like it. I said it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks. Oh man, I'm disappointed.
I absolutely love Kills. Oh my goodness. I just love seeing everybody so engaged and, picking where they want this to go. And these are so much fun. But yeah, Kills is, dude, I watched Kills on 4K the other day, and Michael to me has never looked better. Like, it's just, he looks great. He looks great on the big screen. He looks great in Blu-ray. You throw in that 4K, man, and you just look at that. You're just like, good God, man. Oh, Epic just won with 10 votes for Halloween.
I was almost gonna say I can go to great, but
yeah, good God,
I was too late, I guess.
Right, shoot, man, we were talking about that movie. We didn't even get through. I didn't even get to pick another one.
I'll stay with good, and good is not a bad ranking.
Friday, the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Kane Hodder's first appearance as Jason, coming out of the water with the spine exposed.
Epic.
Oh, I am teetering between epic and great on this one.
For me, can you go to great? Can you go to epic?
You know what? Hold the votes on this one. I'm going to meet Matt halfway, and I am going to put Kane Hodder's first appearance of Jason as epic.
Nice.
I will roll up on that one. It is great to me, but I can see it as epic considering all the things that you factor into that one. So
and that's crazy you said because I can also see it as great.
Yeah,
but I can see it as epic as well. So
Jerry Wilson is saying, "How about Grepic?" We can make a new middle tier.
You say Grepic? I love it, man.
Grepic.
That is Grepic.
That is a Grepic movie.
That's awesome.
Well done, Jerry.
That's
well
awesome.
done. All right, grabbing the next one. All right, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh,
Friday
man.
8.
Oh man, who's going first?
I'll go. I am giving this one a big fat meh. All right. I don't think it's horrible. I have my tier of horrible.
Big fat meh.
Yeah, but this is getting a big fat meh for me, Bob. This is where that one's going. No waivers on this one. I can't even go to okay with it.
We can agree. Again,
We can go to Meh.
We can agree. Yeah, I would probably would have said okay. Strictly on, I watched this one a whole lot as a kid, and as a kid, you're strictly in it for the guy in the hockey mask and stuff. So, I had a ball with it as a kid. So, it's got that place, in my heart. I got a little older and started seeing its flaws like we tend to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can meet you with meh.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a shame because they had so many big plans for this movie, but they just didn't have the budget to go through with it. So, we ended up on the boat most of the time. We got a
But
couple
we did
shots
see Jason in Times Square.
I love that.
Come on.
And I mean, I don't know if you guys.
That's epic, guys. That's epic.
I have the I Love New York Jason poster right here. Like I love that.
Right.
I Love New York where his face is coming through the heart. Like it's yeah. I mean, good God, man. I absolutely loved it.
And then it's also it's a Friday the 13th, man. I can watch anytime. Like, I would almost put it up there, Michael, as a guilty pleasure. The same for you with Jason X. Like,
Jason X only has one spot on this tier list, brother.
I mean, but you know what I mean? Like, I know the movie's not,
right,
great, but damn it, man. Anybody says, "Hey, Matt, you want to get a pizza and watch Jason Takes Manhattan?" I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm game. So.
Derpiest of Derps is saying, real shame that the Child's Play movies aren't here. Not tonight, but that doesn't mean
we can't get there.
They won't be here
for
soon
sure.
On Movies and Beyond, because that is one franchise that we have yet to do, but have big plans on doing soon. And Timothy Centers is saying it should have been named Jason Takes a Boat to Manhattan. I agree.
Yeah.
Jason Takes a Cruise on the Lazarus.
Yeah,
definitely.
Jason.
All right. So here we go. I got one. And I've got Halloween 2, 1981's Halloween 2, Dick Warlock in the Mask. Where do we go from here?
You got to tell me who's going first.
Go ahead, man. Did I go first with? No, you went first with Manhattan, correct? You said let me go first on this one, or did I?
Shit.
Okay.
You go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
I will do this. I am going with great for Halloween 2. It's not quite epic for me. I do enjoy this movie a lot, and every time that I do watch Halloween, I immediately want to watch either Halloween 2018 right after it, or I want to watch Halloween 2. A lot of people aren't a fan of the way that Dick Warlock looked in the mask. I disagree. I think that he looks decent in the mask. I believed it was Michael, and there's just so many scenes in this movie. The two that stick out to me are the one with the knife where he's holding, or the scalpel holding the girl up, and he's standing there, and she's all the way up in the air. And then, the hot tub scene, where he sticks her head in there and burns the hell out of it.
The scalpel that you're talking about is actually my favorite Michael kill of all time.
Oh, really?
Of all time.
Oh, wow.
I'm all about the when they show the power and the strength, and sticking that scalpel, picking her up with one arm and just holding her there. From when I was a kid watching that, I just got goosebumps. I was like, this dude is a beast. So yeah, my favorite kill of all time. So now I would want to say epic for Halloween 2, but I can meet you at great.
All right.
I can meet you at great.
So we are going with Halloween's 2, 19, and it looks like, from the chat that I'm seeing here, we are getting a lot of greats for this one. So we will go with great.
It's such a fun movie to watch. Like,
it is.
That's definitely one I can put in any time.
Definitely
for
is.
Sure. For sure.
Definitely. All right. See, sometimes it shows my pointer on here and other times it doesn't. That's weird. All right, so looking away, I've grabbed a movie. Friday the 13th, part 3. That is what's next.
So I can go first now.
I'm already hearing the theme song in my head.
Epic.
You are the man.
Epic. You were saying Friday the 13th 3. Yeah, epic.
I can't go epic. I can't go epic. I can go to Jerry Wilson. If you're in the chat still, I need to know a name for between good and great. You know what? I think that I'm gonna go with great on this one. So we're definitely gonna have to go to the chat for this one.
Yeah, because I and as much as I want to, I can't go down.
I love this movie.
That's my shit.
But for me to say epic, it's got to be one that's like
the pull himself up and just that alone, pull himself up and exposing his face was it's just like iconic Jason. Like it's
I mean,
like,
Brooker played the part so well.
He did. He
was menacing.
It's epic for me.
He was his presence, dude. Like his presence there.
Let me ask you, Michael, please, what keeps it from going to epic for you?
Oh man,
if you can say, in a nutshell. Like,
so
what is it
with Friday the 13th part 3? Keeping it from epic for me is probably the long drawn out beginning with the couple. I feel like that goes on way too long for that. Now, don't get me wrong. The ending of it is one of my favorite endings from the franchise.
So,
like I spoke on that movie, that was the first time that Jason actually scared me when he was in that window and his sloth from Goonies like face was pressed up against the window. The top of his head's bleeding, and he comes running down and blows that door just clean off the hinges, man, while she's in the boat. It truly, as a kid, was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? This is...
It freaked me out when I was 23 too.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to think it had memorable characters, from people like Shelly. Dude, Shelly, he was a one and done, and he was great. First appearance of the hockey mask. It's up there, man. But from Bipolar,
I'm glad Epic
wins with 7 chat votes.
I'm so glad Epic wins. All right, let's keep on rolling, this one up
to Epic, and let's see where we go next. Halloween 2018. I will not be moved from my position. Halloween 2018 for me is an epic movie. And I will not go anywhere else but that for that movie.
I agree.
For me.
Matt agrees.
I think that Halloween 2018 brought it back for me. It just steps on the heels of 78 for me. It really does. But I do want to say what's up to Larry Warner's in the chat saying, what's up, everyone? I'm sorry I'm late. Halloween 2018 is epic.
Good to see you, Larry. Good to see you.
So we're keeping this in epic. I'm sorry, you guys. I will not waver this one. And I hope, and Matt, you agreed with me. That's amazing.
I did. Nothing to apologize about,
that
man.
Is amazing.
That movie's epic.
Absolutely love that one. All right. Let's roll the dice again. Here we go. Friday the 13th, the OG 1981. Where are you at?
Good.
I am at good as well.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I am at good. And
okay.
The only reason I don't put it under great, like, look, first Friday the 13th, it has nothing to do with Jason not being in this. It's rewatch value for me. I'm sorry, you guys. I am throwing this one under good, and we did agree on this one. I'm just watching the views like down, like people viewing. It's like,
man,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I got something to say too.
Go ahead, man.
Now, the rewatchability for that movie, if Jason, as we know him with the hockey mask, was never born, it would have much more rewatchability, because it is a good movie. It's a good slasher. And Pamela, dude, she knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, Betsy Palmer.
But the guy, Palmer. But the guy we came to live in the hockey mask became who we wanted to see, man, when it came to the, Friday the 13th. So, yeah, if it wasn't for Jason being so iconic, so badass, that movie would be one I truly believe I would put in, much more often. But, yeah, it doesn't have Jason. And come on, guys. When you have friends over and you say, let's watch a Friday the 13th, we all want to see the guy in the hockey mask, man. Nobody says, come on over, let's watch Friday the 13th, and you put on the original. That just doesn't happen. You're just going to have a bunch of pissed off people. But it is a good movie, man. And from her going to just this, concerned woman to how she slowly transitioned into realizing, oh, man, this is the boy who's drowned, mother. And I would actually probably even say that the movie's great.
It can teeter that.
I can settle on good, but
it can teeter that line.
It's just overshadowed because, we all want to see Jason, man. So
here's the thing.
I almost feel bad for it.
Like, the more I think about it, if someone says, in my mind, what does Camp Crystal Lake look like to you? It's part one, dude. It's the way that Camp Crystal Lake in New Jersey, part one is Camp Crystal Lake to me. And that's something that the other ones didn't really have, the setting to me in the original was the best. So I mean, I'm willing to move. Yeah, I think I'm willing to move to great with this one. I think I could, because
let's move it. Let's move it.
Let's do that, man.
Because I can go to great too.
We done talked ourselves into it.
we did. Great too.
Let me go to the chat and see what a lot of people are saying.
I can't go to epic, but I can go to great.
Let's see what a lot of people are saying. I've got good. I've got great. OG Friday the 13th is great. Great.
Nice.
Good. Great. And Jamie is saying I think I rewatched Friday 1 more than any other.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Betsy Palmer was amazing.
She was.
He was my son. He wasn't a very good swimmer. Like, dude, she was so good, man.
That his name was Jason, and today is his birthday.
It's
iconic,
dude.
Yeah,
man.
That's going in great. I'm sorry. Yes, I apologize, everyone. I have been moved, and my thought process has gone to great. I do think that's in the right spot. See, look growing, Matt. We're growing. Look at that.
Yeah. All right, what we got next?
All right. Oh, didn't hit anything there. Oh, this is probably, I'm gonna love to see the chat for this one. Halloween H2O.
I don't know if it'll go to the chat, man. Well, we still get the chat, but
all right. What do you got first for this?
You go first.
I'm going okay. That's where I'm going for Halloween H2O. I won't. No.
I gotta have good.
Yeah.
I have to have good.
I'm not. I'm going. This one's going to the chat. Halloween
all right, because
H2O.
I do have to have good. I'm surprised you can't come up to good.
I can't. It's to me. It's too. It looks too much like Urban Legends. It looks too much like Scream. It looks too much like I know.
Dude,
what you
how
did
good was their fight, man? How good was?
Well, yeah, it had a good ending. It did, but the rest of it, I just and I don't. Look, guys. I know that Halloween H2O is a fan favorite. from a lot of people. It is. There are a lot of people that like H2O. To me, I just didn't care up until the end. Like, I felt like, Josh Hartnett's character, granted, it was his character, it wasn't him, was kind of whiny. You know what I mean? I just, there's a lot of things with this movie, and it never felt Halloween to me. It was in another place, and granted, there's nothing wrong with traveling every now and then, but Michael was driving a car across the country. It's like, how did he get gas? Was he standing there in the freaking gas station with his mask on?
I gotta go with good. I enjoy H2O, man.
He did not look good. Oh God, this mask! I cannot stand this mask either. This is he had 3 different masks in this movie.
He has 3 in every movie.
3 totally different masks. That's how I feel. Halloween H2O. All right,
let's take it to the chat. Let's grab another one, Michael.
Yeah, this one's going to the chat on votes for that one. And I already know I'll definitely lose this one. This is the remake. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. Polar is saying that good wins with 6 chat votes. So
nice.
Let's move.
And that's fair enough. You can't be too pissed off about that. Like,
no, I don't get mad at any of these.
You always get mad, man.
Totally.
You flip out. So is this is the remake?
This is the remake.
I'm at good.
I am at meh to horrible. I can change between either of the two with this movie. It's not. Oh God, what a terrible movie.
I can't veer from good.
Yeah,
because to me it's better than okay.
This one's gonna definitely have to go to the vote.
It is, but I can't go to great with it.
It looks like a shaved cat. If you were to shave a cat's face,
and here's what does pinch a nerve with me with you on this one, because you keep talking about the CGI, and the CGI is god awful. But how they had him look, if you took the CGI away, I thought he looked pretty killer.
Thought he looked like a shaved cat. I think that he looked horrible. I didn't like the premise of him being, dude. I don't want to get into that.
Fantastic.
No. All right, so this is
for the chat.
But I do. While this is being voted for, James has thrown up. He steals the gas after he kills the gas station owner. Well, James, when he did kill the gas station owner, are people driving by while he's standing there with his mask on, pumping gas? Because if you're driving,
what are we talking about?
This is from, you remember Halloween H2O when I said, how did Michael get gas to drive?
Oh God.
James is like, I'm not letting that go whatsoever. He killed the gas station attendant, but he still had to pump it.
And I'm okay with that, James. It's classic James. I love it.
It's like one of my things with, Freddy versus Jason. Like, that dude walked from New Jersey to Ohio, at the speed of smell. From Camp Crystal Lake, he walked there.
James, I love you. You say what so many of us are thinking so many times, and I just love it, man. Now in H2O, he did get that flat, so he stopped at that, rest, or the little, rest area, and he got a new vehicle. So didn't even need gas, just stole a new car. Like, okay, so.
The remake ends horrible with 8 chat votes.
Man, on that, I'm going to use the restroom and kind of cool off because I'm about to flip out. I'll be right back. Oh man, that movie's not horrible. I'll be right back, ladies.
All right. So let's go through some of what you guys were saying. Lydia was saying it was good had they used the alternate ending. I could have said great, but alas. This one for me, I couldn't really stand this one at all. Like, even I rewatched it probably about 2 months ago, prior to us doing our Friday the third or our Nightmare on Elm Street ranking, and I did everything that I could to keep paying attention to this movie. Like, it was just, oh, I did not like it. Kirsten is saying unpopular opinions, but I think the remake is good. Jamie Hart is saying Nightmare remake ... horrible. Ooh. Jacob is saying it goes to the dumpster. Good God. Good God. DJ Hootie Hoo is saying use Robert Englund. It would have changed it to good. I don't know, man. The story itself, I just didn't. There's so many things about this movie, and I want to be careful how I word this. I did not like the implications in this movie. I think that a lot of it was unnecessary. And Freddy's look, to me, it was so bad, and there's just so much. Did it have scenes that I thought were good? It did, but collectively as a movie, I didn't like this one, at all. Like, I thought it was bad. Timothy is saying the story was terrible, and yes, the implications were completely not. See, that's one of the things, that really gets me about this movie. And I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, and Derpiest next is saying, then again, I don't think that Robert would have wanted to be this kind of friend. I don't either. And I mean, he's come out and said that, yeah. A lot of implications in that movie that I feel like, were not only in the movie, but they were just unnecessary to tell the story. And I see what they were trying to do. Now, there were parts of it I did think were cool. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, I did like the idea of the little micro naps and things like that. I thought that was a creative way to get Freddy into the mix. And yeah, I mean, there were a few scenes in there that I thought looked cool, and I thought that was okay. But for the most part, that's definitely where I'm at with that movie. But let me go ahead and pull up a new movie while Matt is getting situated here. Oh. Got back just in time, sir, as I pulled up Freddy's Dead.
And I was able to cool off, so.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
All right, so I am going with horrible on Freddy's Dead as well. This is definitely one.
I'm right there with you.
At the bottom of my list, yeah. And
right there with you.
And I'm sure that there are fans of it, but for me, this one, and I mean, I actually think that this one came below Resurrection for me when we ranked all three of them together in a big ranking.
No, and speaking of that, where you say I'm sure there's fans of it. I actually love that when there's like that, when there's that horror movie that you think is just absolute dog shit, but someone's like, that's my favorite. I like it. I want them to tell me why, but I love it, man, because dude, it's to each his own, brother.
And for the same aspect of, what you're saying there, like if I really don't like a movie, I'd like to explain why to them that I don't like it. I don't feel like I think this is horrible. That's how it should be. You must tell me why you like it. No, man, let's have that conversation. I'll tell you what I don't like about it. You tell me what you like about it.
Sure. And for those of you who might be new to this channel, that's what we're about, man. What you like is what you like, and there is no wrong answer. We welcome it all. It's this. Michael, if I'm not out of line, this channel is about true horror fans that can freely speak their mind about what they like without any backlash, whatever. We might get into some fun, disagreements or, arguments about but we'll keep it fun, man. Always.
Oh yeah.
I love that about this. I love that about this channel.
Definitely. Wayne Turner has made appearance and said, "Hi, I am late from the future. It's 11:27 a.m. Monday here in Sydney, Australia. What is up, Wayne?" Wayne's another guy I love having in the chat here, man. Always welcome here with Movies and Beyond, Wayne. It's never the same without you, bud. Glad you're here.
Nice to see you on here, Wayne.
All right, man. So here we go. Ooh. Friday the 13th, part 2. Sackhead Jason. Amy Steele. Now,
okay.
Before we get into it, I am going to tell the chat one thing about this movie. This may come across bias, okay? Because we are a big fan of Friday 2 on this channel. I mean, this movie for me has risen up, probably over the last 3 years, I would say. I absolutely love this movie, Matt, and I will go ahead and let you say where you would like to put this.
Okay. There's only 2 slots for me, man. There's epic and great.
Yeah.
I can't go to good. I absolutely love the film. And you can even take out, the girl's butt.
But can you?
I mean, because that goes to epic, but that's a whole nother topic. Man, if I have to say between epic or great, I'll go with great.
I'm gonna go with great as well. That's
okay.
Where I'm going to put it.
Okay, nice. We didn't even have. Is that the first time we didn't even have to, go up one or down? Like,
I do think that part 2 is great. Yeah, and that's look, man, you could talk about Amy Steele playing Jenny.
She was.
You could talk about the cleaver to the face rolling down the stairs. You could talk about Paul sitting in front of the fire telling the story about Jason.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, there's so much in this movie. And then, it even goes in conflict to where there was something that happened under a bed, and I won't mention it.
Yeah.
To where, was it a mouse?
And I tell you, Michael, you can bring up that fire conversation with anything. Like, we can be talking about if we want to go to Olive Garden or Applebee's. You'll say, "Well, I'm gonna give it to you straight about Olive Garden."
Yeah, let me give it to you straight about Olive Garden.
Like, I love it, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go. It's gotta be great or epic for me. I can't go to good.
Yeah, I really cannot wait to meet Amy Steele in October. You have no idea. I'm so excited about that. All right, are we ready to roll on?
I just want to watch you turn into a doofus when you do me.
Oh, like, totally. And Danielle Harris too.
I just want to be 10 feet away and just watch you. Like, it's gonna be, that'll be epic. That goes to epic.
Nightmare on Elm Street 1, the OG of Elm Street.
You go first,
Robert Englund. I have to put this into epic.
That's unanimous. That's unanimous. That movie.
The original.
I hate to say the word game changer, but that was a game changer for horror.
It's epic, man. It is.
Yeah.
It's absolutely an epic movie. And just looking at the chat, dude, it's epic.
I see it.
You know what I mean?
I see it. You gave me that little golden ticket to hit on comments that I never knew I had. Like, it's amazing.
Where it's just.
And
we'll definitely get into that too.
I also feel like our chat, you guys are amazing and true horror fans. Like everyone in our chat, like, I just respect their comments too, like, so much. Yeah, that's epic, right, man. That's epic. What's next?
Derp saying, "Hey everyone, what is your opinion on the Alien franchise?" Oof.
Oh man, that's a topic there.
That's a definitely a love-hate relationship for me.
Same with me, man. Because people keep saying, "Man, I just can't wait for the next Alien movie." I'm like, well, yeah, but man, I want them to go back to some of their roots. Yeah, I won't go on and on, but yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. The Dream Warriors. I'm going to the top of the list with this one. Y'all know that this is my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And I'm going into epic. So we are going to rank The Dream Warriors, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That's where I go with it, Matt. What do you have for Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
I hate to say this, but I'm between good and great.
Okay.
I can't make it all the way up to epic. And I think it's strictly because, well, it's not my, it's not my favorite franchise. Because man, I wanna come to terms with you, but the best I can give it is great.
All right.
And that's saying, I mean, it's, I'm saying it's great. I like it. I like it a lot. But I can't go to epic with it, man. And I know you're so on epic.
Oh, I am. Yeah,
I know.
That's not going anywhere for me.
I know.
Definitely
I know.
not going anywhere for me. So it will be up to the chat
but I
to
can't
decide the fate.
I can't go any higher than great.
Of Dream Warrior. I can't just say Dream Warriors. I have to sing it. Like every time I say that movie. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Oh, you mean Dream Warrior? Yeah, every time. Every single time. While everyone is voting on that one, let's go ahead and see what. Oh, shoot. Okay, that one's over pretty quick.
Yeah, what's next?
Epic wins with 10 chat votes. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm
people.
not hating on that. I'm not hating on that.
I'm talking
I mean,
about.
hell, I'm not far from you guys.
Definitely not. All right. Halloween Resurrection.
Horrible.
Okay. So I definitely want to put Halloween Resurrection in horrible. You have said horrible, but I am curious while we have this many people in the chat. Polar, if you don't mind, if we can go ahead and
Just
get
a
vote on Halloween Resurrection, because
it goes to horrible. What's funny though, man, and I don't know if this just tells you like how much I do like or love Michael Myers. It's another movie, man, where I can watch it too, man. I can watch it.
I feel
knowing
like,
how bad it is, I can watch it, dude.
I feel like if Michael Myers had his butcher's knife and was chasing somebody on a tricycle, you'd be like, that was pretty cool. And I'd be like, what? You gotta be freaking kidding me. It'll be fine.
Michael, and no, I mean, I know you're poking at me, but you're not that far off, dude.
I know how much you love Michael, dude. And it hurts you to be like, I don't like this version, or I don't like this movie. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you are ingrained with it's like Michael. You know what I mean? Like it's Michael, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I did put it horrible, so
you did.
That says something. But yeah, I'll watch that over probably damn near any Marvel movie you can come up with. So yeah.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning part of it.
I said I'll still watch Resurrection, most likely over any like Marvel movie you can come up with, or
I don't know if I could do that one. But granted, I have not been a big fan of Marvel lately on what they're doing. They've got some gems in there for sure. They have definitely got some gems in there.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I can do Godzilla, Kong. I love that.
Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, what do you think of that new Godzilla that what is it called? Godzilla. There's a new one coming out that's not associated with the other ones. Oh my god, help me out in the chat.
Why is it not associated with him?
Because it's made by a different company. But there's a new Godzilla movie coming out.
Okay.
The trailer's been up.
I'm all about Godzilla, dude.
It's good God, it's Godzilla something or other. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the the Godzilla King Kong stuff, man. So definitely looking forward to that one. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Halloween 5. How do you feel about Halloween 5? Or did you go first last time?
You go ahead.
Okay. Halloween 5 I'm putting into meh. I
can meet you at meh.
You can meet me at meh.
Yeah.
For 5.
Because I would have said okay. And I'm okay with meeting you at meh.
Yeah, I mean I don't dislike it as much as I do like Resurrection or Freddy's Dead. So I want to make sure that there's a a distinction between the two of them.
Yeah,
to not just say
I can meet you there.
Hey, this is All right, here we go.
But I do want to say I lean towards the okay because it seems like there's a lot of hate for 5 that I just don't agree with. Like, obviously, I'm not, put it at epic or great or anything, but I've just always felt like it's better than people, recognize it for. So, yeah, I would put it okay, but I can meet you.
Do you want to go to the chat with it? Like, because if you don't want to put it in mad, let's just go to the chat.
Go to the chat because I think it's okay.
All right, Halloween 5.
I don't think I can go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't go to okay.
I can't. No.
Okay.
Not with that one.
Stubborn.
Not with that one. So Halloween 5 is the vote. We will go to Halloween 5. Now, while the vote is being tallied up for Halloween 5, Halloween 4, The Curse.
You go first,
Michael Myers. Friend. I am going to put this one under great.
Then that is set in stone.
Yeah, I don't think that this one is epic.
That's exactly where I was going to put it.
But I really do enjoy them. It is. And I mean, you get a damn good Loomis in this one too.
You do. And like you said so many times, you've said a lot of things that get me thinking, but put a different mask on him in that movie. And oh, dude.
Yeah.
And some of the scenes, man, like it's one thing you've always said when that lightning hits and he sits up, like imagine one mask on him or
it's one of my Halloween misses, like the greatest misses of Halloween is that lightning strike with that mask on, like how much better it went. Dude, I still think it's awesome with that horrible mask. You know what I mean? But
exactly. But yeah,
like, could you imagine?
No.
Dude, that'd be my favorite picture of Halloween. Probably it'd be top 3.
Like, I mean, I didn't even like you much until you said that. I was like, maybe this guy, kind of knows what he's talking about a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, when he sits up and turns his head and that freaking lightning goes off, dude, I absolutely.
Dude, but yeah, like you said, as much as I enjoyed you saying, it almost pissed me off because we don't have that. It's like, damn,
it's like, why?
Now I want that. And there's so many masks you could put on him other than the 4. I'm a big fan of the 6 mask. Yeah, damn. The Dick Warlock mask. Imagine looking at that with the Blood Tears mask on. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
I want to see it all now. Like, somebody bust that shit out. Like, let's recreate that.
Oh,
but yeah, I think we can agree on that one, man.
All right. Here we go. Jason X.
Out of respect, I'm going to let you go first because I know that's your baby.
Jason X, I am putting as good. I love that movie. I do, but I understand that, from a making standpoint, that it's not an epic movie. It's not a great movie. It's a good movie, and I like it for what it is. So
I
that's where I'm going with Jason X. I'm
Michael,
going with good.
that's actually where I would have put it. I would have been from okay to good, kind of like, yeah, we can agree, man.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong.
We can agree.
I love this movie. But would I compare it to the others?
Yeah,
and
you almost want to put it at epic. I get that.
Yeah, in my mind, you know what I mean? It can do no wrong. But at the same time, looking at it for what it is, the CGI, the CGI.
It's probably some of the worst I've ever seen.
It's bad. It's almost like a straight to DVD, or maybe even if it had been made later, something that went like straight to like Tubi or something. You know what I mean? Like that's the feel that I get from it. As far as making the movie,
but again,
and everything in the way that it looks. But I like it. It's one of those I could put in anytime.
Yeah. And
but good. Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, any of you in the chat, you get a chance to watch X with Michael, do it. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. But a guy came in the shop today, man, and I don't know how he got on X, but he looked at me as, serious could be. He's like, man, but there's some badass kills in there. And he's right. I couldn't argue with him. He went right to the frozen nitrogen.
Yeah.
And you can't argue that, man. You can say bad CGI, horrible acting, but you really can't say horrible kills, man. There's some not just good kills. There's some epic kills in X, man. So,
it's going to take more than that to bring down this old dog. Yep. That ought to do it.
Yeah, man. I've never hated on you. If you're gonna have a guilty pleasure and it's gonna be Jason X, that's yeah, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know me. I've got a T-shirt. I got a Jason X T-shirt that I will wear anywhere. You know what I mean? I absolutely love this movie, and I mean that's the thing with me with Jason. When I was poking at you earlier about Michael on a tricycle, look at me with Jason X, dude. It's like, I'll sit here and defend this movie with a smile on my face, knowing how wrong I am. You know what I mean? I will still sit there and be like, nope.
And I'm with you.
It's fantastic. If anyone can go to space and make it cool, Jason can. And not only that, he could be transformed into a Terminator version of himself. Uber Jason. Oh, totally. I absolutely love it. All right. I can talk about Jason X until, the end of the show.
What's next?
Let's see what we got. What do we got here? Oi, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Epic.
I'm going okay. I'm going okay with Rob Zombie's Halloween. You and I have had this back and forth for the year that we've been hanging out.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I got a boner right now that you said okay. I thought you were going to go horrible.
I said, I'm so proud of you.
Wow.
Rob Zombie's Halloween is going to the votes. It is going to the chat.
Epic for me. And I actually can't wait. I'm not going to flip shit no matter where it goes. But I'm definitely interested, like where that goes.
Oh,
yeah.
I think you're going to have your two sides of the fence. You know what I mean?
Oh, we still got 9 movies.
We do. Well, we got 3, 6. Yeah, we got 9. You are correct on that one. While the Rob Zombie Halloween totals are coming in, let's see. First off, what's Wayne got going on here? I want a horror comedy of Friday the 13th versus Friday Jason in the Hood.
Oh, that could be epic.
It could be epic
if done right.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Oh, can I go first?
Sure.
This is going to the chat, bro. I said bro again. It's in my mind now.
Where have you been for the last
be all night, bro.
2 weeks? You came back saying bro, man. What?
It's gonna be all night, bro. God, please slap me.
Matt left Movies and Beyond for 3 weeks and he came back a bro. Rob Zombie's Halloween finishes at epic with 7 votes. And it moves up to the spot.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm going to live it up. This might be my most glorious moment from Movies and Beyond ever. Can you say that again, Michael? Where did it land?
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yep.
From the chat's vote, and all your alternate accounts that you voted with, put Rob Zombie's Halloween. You've got Lydia and Mad Mom over there voting like 13 times over there, and that's fine.
Just tell me where it went, Michael.
It went into epic. So Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh my God,
falls
Michael,
into the epic category.
All jokes aside, I didn't think it would go up to epic, but
hey man, that's why it's up to the chat here.
Yeah, so, but dude, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Definitely. So
you got to let me live my glory.
Live your glory. I'll send you a screenshot of this, man, so you can always keep it.
We're on what now? I've already.
Oh, we are on Nightmare 2. Freddy's Revenge.
I've got to go with
with Matt, and I am going with great for Nightmare 2. So once again, another movie will go into the chat
one
vote.
Of the biggest one that baffles me with you. I just don't know what you see in that film. Because I do try.
First off, you've got the best looking Freddy that we have ever seen. In my opinion, this is everything that I'm saying, my opinion. You open up in the bus scene. The bus scene is freaking fantastic. If you haven't seen it in a while,
I do like the bus scene.
It's freaking awesome. I always go back.
We go a long time with. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I always go back to talk about this, one of my favorite scenes in this movie is the pool scene. It's. You're all my children now. This is, I've got the body, you got the brain, and granted, it wasn't exactly the same as the first one. It definitely was different. And I can see why some people are like, well, I didn't like it because of, maybe I didn't like the actor in it. Maybe I didn't like the fact that it didn't take place in like a total dream state, and I get all that, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, this one for me, it's the best you ever looked in the damn darkest Freddy that you could possibly out of all the movies to me. So I'm definitely a fan of Nightmare 2. It looks like that I
want to watch that one with you some night.
Yeah, definitely.
I really do.
So it looks like Polar is saying that Great is won this one with 6 votes. We will go ahead and put that one up here.
2 goes to Great. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Jerry Wilson is saying, remember Will Smith's Nightmare on My Street song? I do. I absolutely do. It was on DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince back in the day. I do remember that song. All right, here we go.
What is next?
Uh-oh.
You just might as well keep climbing.
OG Halloween, 1978. This is an epic movie.
It's epic.
This is a freaking epic movie. I mean, it's debatable on whether it started the slasher genre, but it did start the 80s slasher.
And I would
genre.
even love for somebody in this chat to put it, at way below that. But because it is a teacher zone, and man, this is where you can say anything you want, like anything you want.
Yeah.
Because there's movies that I can't stand that are beloved. And, if anybody knows it, I do. Like, But yeah, that's going to go with Epic.
Yeah, I
Has
haven't seen
anybody said anything else? Like
anything else than that. No. Other than Wayne Turner, he said, Jerry, A Nightmare on My Street by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I have the 12-inch vinyl record in front of me. Well done, Wayne.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, yeah. So we can move on from this one.
Yeah,
We all know where this one went. Oh, Nightmare 5.
Ooh,
I am juggling between meh and horrible. I don't hate it as much as Freddy's Dead or Resurrection, but yeah.
So that does not go to the chat, because can you go to horrible? Because I can go up to but I think it's horrible. But I can hit either. So here's my dilemma with horrible. I thought 4 was much better than 5.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, that's a big.
And then when you thought
the motorcycle scene kind of saves it for me.
When you think it couldn't get any worse,
Freddy's Dead comes out.
It's like, oh, you just outdid yourself. Oh, the motorcycle scene is sick. It is sick, and it's actually, I would put that up there like really high as far as just like 80s scenes in slasher. So it's a shame because. Yeah, Michael, I'm with you. The motorcycle scene's badass. It's epic. I would say it's epic.
Yeah,
movie.
So I am rolling with meh on this one. Is this?
Yeah, I can meet you.
You can meet me there. Okay. So we do agree. We do agree with that one. Yep. All right, rolling away now. We've got Friday the 13th, 2009, the remake.
You go first, buddy.
So, dare I? Do. I am going with great for this. I absolutely this is one of those movies too. When I first saw it, I was like, this is a good movie. This is good. I like it. It's good. But as time has gone on, I've grown to like it more and more and more. And it's just like there are so many scenes I can talk about in this movie that I love so much, and I'm gonna go with great on this one. That's where I'm sitting with this. What are you thinking?
I can meet you right there. It's great.
Oh yeah,
it's great. It's been I can't count how many times I've watched this movie. It's got tons of rewatchability, man.
It does.
It really does. The one flaw that I had when I first watched it was it really came down to his bell system.
I know how much you love the bell system.
His whole alarm system. To me, that just wasn't Jason. He's not going to have, bells ringing throughout all these tunnels, that he hooked up. That bothered me for the longest time, But damn it, dude, he looked great. Let's not get into Trent. How memorable is Trent? Dude, I love it. I absolutely love the movie. The kills are fantastic. The arrowhead shot, when the guy's driving the boat, down to the girl coming up and seeing him on the shore, and I love it. But I cannot take it to epic. I absolutely could not.
It's not epic, but
no way I could go to epic.
But I could
go to great.
The biggest problem I had when this movie came out was the fact that he had a hostage. That bugged me for a long time.
For me, that goes along with the bells.
Yeah.
So I agree. I don't like the hostage either.
But like I said, this is one of those movies that just, oh man, the more I watch it, the more I like it.
He portrayed Jason. He almost reminds me of a Brooker, taller, bigger, faster. Though. he was amazing. Now, who played him again?
Derek Mears.
Derek was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Derek was phenomenal. I'm a Jared Padalecki fan. You know, I like him a lot, and Trent goes down in history for me as the number one dickhead in horror movie like history. And you know, you need those guys. You need the guys that you hate, man. So for me, he just, you know, that tells me he played his role to a T. So I love it. The rewatchability is insane.
Yeah. Since we did, and let's not forget, I never want to leave this out when I talk about this movie.
Yeah.
But that opening 20 minutes of that movie was
Epic.
just
Epic.
Good God, man. Like when he's finding that weed and Jason's standing there and the music pans and he's standing there and you're looking at Baghead Jason, but you're looking at I hate to say it, but a really probably the best looking Baghead Jason. You know, it's tied up around his face. He's big, he's menacing, and he is not playing around.
I just shit myself.
Yeah. The whole scene with, you know, the girl and her boyfriend in the bathroom when they find Pamela's head and the machete's coming up through the floor and it's hitting him in his Achilles tendon. It's hitting him in his hand. I'm screaming at the screen, jump in the bathtub, you idiot. What are you doing? You know, and it just, he pulls him on, dude. Yeah.
I would have zero problem putting the opening scene at Epic. I'd have zero problem with that. What about you, Michael?
Oh, gee.
And they finished off with him running and doing the dude. If that doesn't get you excited to watch a Friday the 13th,
yeah,
I don't know what does. Like,
yeah,
it was badass. The only thing I remember is because I watched it with my dad in the theater. I wanted them to stop showing boobies so bad because I was watching it with my dad, and I was like, "Oh my God," you know, I just don't like watching boobies with my old man, you know. And then it came to the part I was like, "Man, she can't even ski with a top on." I was like, "Come on, man!"
Oh my God,
there are more boobies than kills in that movie, but you know, hey. You know,
it's Friday the 13th, man. You know what you're there for.
Good for the kid trying to watch it at 2 a.m. when his mom's asleep. Like, hey, we all been there, right?
All right.
That's probably why we all started getting hooked on Jason in the first place.
You know, that's between me and my therapist, right?
Yep.
Now, this is a movie that I can see going either way. And I guarantee it's going to go to the chat on this one. And this is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
That's going to the chat.
It's definitely going to the chat. And I'm going to put it as okay. I really want to put it as meh, but I don't dislike it as much as I do Nightmare 5 and Halloween 5. And I don't dislike Halloween 5 and Nightmare 5 as much as I do Freddy's Dead and Freddy in Resurrection. So for this, I put okay, but I mean, I'm actually, you know, it's going to the chat anyway. I'm going to put it as meh. Not a big fan of Curse, but you know, this one's definitely going to the chat. So Curse of Michael Myers goes to the chat. And we are talking about the theatrical ending and not the producer's cut.
I put it at great.
Yeah.
I don't put it at epic, but I put it at great.
So this one will go into the votes. Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
We can move on.
This is one that, you know, you do see a lot of fans because you do have, you know, the brutal Michael, which I don't hate, you know, whatsoever. But just the story and there's just so much in this. And
I'll tell you this, Michael. I don't know if I'm sure I touched on this a little bit with you. I was sick a lot as a kid, and so I had a lot of stay home from schools and stuff, and we had the local video rental, and my mad mom would go up to go up the street, and she'd say, what can I get you, from the grocery store or the video store. And so many times for me it was, give me a bag of Doritos and Halloween 6, or 4 and 5, because we didn't have H2O yet, or any of those. So I think that's another part of why I like 6 so much, because I watched the shit out of it, man. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't put it at epic either. Like I do see its flaws. I do.
Right. And I mean, the biggest thing for me, and I've always told you this, was the misuse of, Danielle Harris's character. The fact that Michael would father a child with his niece.
Well, and see,
like, what are we doing here?
I didn't know any of that.
It's like
we saw the theatrical cut, so now had I saw the director's cut that you gave me, like, oh god, yeah.
What are we doing
but
here?
Yeah, that goes to the chat. We'll see what they say.
So okay came through with 7 votes.
Okay, so it goes to okay.
Next one, it's hard for me to random select these because the list is getting so small. I'm doing my best. We have this gem coming up right here, and I'm just gonna say right now it's an epic masterpiece. Jason Goes to Hell, coming through, and if it's up to me, I am gonna go ahead and throw this down to horrible as my vote. Yeah, I really don't see, unless you have a different opinion, Matt, of Jason Goes to Hell.
I do not. That's no.
All right. We'll roll with that, but I am curious to see, Jerry has said it is epic ×2. So Jerry, you are a big fan of Jason Goes to Hell. That's awesome. Right. So yeah, I'm looking at that vote. It does look the same. All right, here we go. Trying to stay in between these 3. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I'll let you go ahead and go with this one, Matt.
So this is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Meh. Yeah.
This one for me, I'm sorry, I can't even meet you there.
Okay.
This is one of my worst Halloween movies. Now, granted, not as bad as Resurrection Freddy's Dead, but I'd rather watch Halloween 5 or Nightmare 5 over this one. So,
or an elephant take a poop in the suit. I get it.
So we will go with the chat. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Let's see where we're at there. And we've only got 2 movies left. We only have 2 movies left. And while the chat is voting on this one, I will go ahead and pull up the next one. And there's only 2 left, so I'll just pull these up different orders here. Freddy versus Jason.
Gosh dang. Before I say who I have or where I'm going to place this one, I want to say that thanks to Brittany, when we did the last drawing for the mask, you guys, she gave up her mask and had me pick again from the pot from all you guys who were in there, the when that went on. And it's going to go to Kim Ike. So Kim, you are going to be the receiver of a Halloween Ends mask from Trick or Treat Studios. So, yeah, that's awesome, Kim. You can say thank you to Brittany because she was able to give that up. She's not a big collector. It doesn't go for her. So that's awesome of you, Brittany, to have me, pick again. But so, Kim, whenever you can, if you can get us your information, I'll get that sent to you from Mad Matt's Mask. I wanted to say that
It's awesome
because that is freaking awesome. Now we're on Freddy versus Jason, right?
Freddy versus Jason.
Oh my God, guys! This actually is a hard one because
it's a tale of two movies.
Well, because
really
it's like because do I give it so much credit because it's the only time we saw our two titans go at it?
Yeah.
I enjoy this movie, and I'm just thankful that it was made. Does it mean it was great or phenomenal? Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. I'm going to go with great. I'm a Freddy vs. Jason fan, man. I'm so thankful we got that movie. I wanted more. I wanted a lot to stem from it. I wanted to start seeing Chucky and Leprechaun go at it. I wanted Pinhead and Leatherface. Like I wanted to just, I'm gonna go with great. I can go to good, but that's it.
Yeah, so
that's it.
There's a lot of factors with this movie.
There are, Michael, but it's greater good for me.
Yeah. So you guys know how I feel about the portrayal of Jason in this movie, but it does not take away from the fact that I watched this movie so much. The dialogue is absolutely terrible. The acting is god awful, but there's something about seeing these two on the screen that makes me want to watch it. Oh, I should have thought this one through before we went.
I know you can go to good.
I can go to good. I'm actually bouncing between good and great, to be honest with you.
Okay. I thought you were maybe at like.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and let the chat decide this, Matt, for sure. Let's let them have it.
But why would you do that if you could? Okay.
Because I honestly want to put it as great.
Who am I to argue? Because I can.
Then there's the Jason fan in me that wants to put it as good. But from a nightmare movie, man, it was great.
Yeah.
And
hell, it might have been epic.
I'm gonna go with what the chat says, and they said Freddy versus Jason, epic wins with 9 votes.
Oh my God!
So we're gonna go ahead and roll that up there. Just because I'm never indecisive like this, and it was above what I was gonna say anyway.
Damn. I like that, but the highest I could have went was great.
Me too. But the people have spoken.
And I like this movie. I just didn't think
I'm
it was
gonna
that
do it.
well liked. Wow.
I am.
The boobs at the beginning were epic.
Yeah. And I love the bed kill too.
I mean,
where Jason folds him up. All right. So we are down to Friday the 13th, part 6. CJ Graham returns as Jason, or actually debuts as Jason. Tom Matthews comes back as Tommy Jarvis. Where do we stand with Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, part 6?
Is this the final movie?
This is our last movie.
That's a good one to have, too, because 6 is 6 is right there in the middle for me, man. Damn, it has as much in the movie that I like as I don't like. So for 6, I'm gonna go with good.
Okay.
I can actually. It's all over the board for me, man. I can go to okay or great with 6, man.
Yeah. You
I
said
really
okay
can.
or great?
Yeah.
So you're like in a range of 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. That I can come to terms with. Yeah. I know. It's wild, but like.
Oh. I'm stuck between good and great. That's where I'm stuck with this one.
I can meet you, Michael. I already told you that.
I mean,
like, yeah.
CJ Graham, he did a really good job. He was the
did.
first one to bring like zombie Jason to life. It was Alice Cooper. It was the man behind the mask. It was Tom Matthews.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
yeah.
It's
I liked his movements. They were so different from the Jasons we saw before, and we had great Jasons, but it's always to see something. It's always cool to see something different, you know.
It definitely was different because it was the Friday the 13th, basically making fun of Friday the 13th, but it was not making fun of Jason. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it had the comedic aspect to it, but when it came down to Jason and some of the kills, when he bent that cop over backwards,
dude,
behind himself.
It's also for me, like that's why I've got it, in 3 categories. It's so loose for me. It's if you took away all the like comedic parts of it, it might be, way up there with one of my favorite Jasons of all time, because I love the ending, dude. The ending's stupid. The fire around the canoe, the come on in, maggot head, you pussy, dude, it was amazing. Yeah. And Jason just walking in like a boss until he goes straight under the water. I love the ending of 6. It's up there with part 3. If it rivals 3. Like man, 6 is weird for me, man. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm deciding on great, but I definitely like to know what the chat comes up with for sure with this one. This one was tough for me, but I do like it better than H2O. I do like it better than Jason. Well, Jesus, Jason X. I don't know, man. Well, I'm going with great for this one. But don't be surprised if we re-rank these.
Jason X for sure. For sure.
I don't really know, but yeah, I think the great is probably the best, place for it. I feel the best about that. And it looks like great won with 7 votes. So
nice.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Guys, this was fun as hell.
Yeah. Talking about his utility belt. For sure.
I hated his utility belt. I hated his belt with the 3 little like, arrows that popped out of it with their little like feathers and shit. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like I just do. And there's people that like cosplay Jason from 6 and they do it so good. I'm like, yeah, that's good, but God, I hate that belt. Like Jason's just not gonna have a utility belt, man. Like, no.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe a little slot to hold his machete, but that's about it, dude. Yeah. He's not gonna. Yeah, I hated that belt.
Yeah, and I mean, he was really clean for coming out of a coffin, wasn't he? He was really clean. Like
he was, man. He was. He was. But
CJ Graham was a monster.
Dude, he was a monster. But yeah, definitely. You take that stupid yellow belt away, and he looked fantastic too. The bullet holes, the head sculpt that they had. Like, I can't stand the head sculpt from Takes Manhattan. I thought he looked like a freaking goon. But 6 and 7 he looked fantastic. But yeah, that's another. Guys, this was awesome. I had a ball.
It was so much fun. Do want to give a shout out to Robert the Wolfman from the Horror Show channel. What's up, dude? Glad you came by, man. Hang out with
Robert.
us. Is up. But I would definitely like to know, in the comments when we do get out of here, would you guys like to see more of these? Did you guys have fun with it? Definitely leave us, once this is over, leave a comment down below, because that does help out the channel and it helps, more people see our channel to join us. I mean, we have a great community as it is, and there are people that are looking for the fun that we have every week. And it's always a big welcome to everyone here at Movies and Beyond.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone, man.
Yeah.
Everyone. Michael, I'll expand on that. I absolutely love the horror community, man. And yeah, everyone's welcome. Look at that grid. Look how many epic and great,
I know. And I mean, Polar just brought it up in the chat. She said, "So what all fell into epic? Can we recap that?" We sure can.
Yeah.
We sure can. So in the epic category today, we have Friday the 13th, Part 4, Halloween Kills, Friday the 13th, Part 7, Friday 3, Halloween 2018, the OG Nightmare on Elm Street, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, Rob Zombie's Halloween, Halloween 1978, and surprisingly, Freddy versus Jason that went in there.
That's awesome.
Like out of all these movies, looking at all these, I look through them and I'm like, yeah, I can see how, that fell in there. And I'm not going to lie, Freddy versus Jason was a surprise to me and probably the biggest surprise out of all of these movies that went up there.
Over Rob Zombie's Halloween?
Yeah, dude. Like Halloween is like there's a split. You know what I mean? So it doesn't surprise me that, you get enough votes of people to say, yeah, I like Rob Zombie's Halloween. It was epic to me. You know what I mean? So that does not surprise me at all.
It did me.
Freddy versus Jason, on the other hand, that was the biggest surprise for me. And I guess Kills was too. Kills going into epic, that's...
I think my biggest surprise is, yeah.
I think those are the ones.
It's the Nightmare on Elm Street remake going to horrible. Like, damn it, it just does not belong there. But hey, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't know fucking shit. I don't know my ass from Rice Krispies. So,
but yeah, man. I mean, that's what fell into epic for us tonight.
This was awesome.
I mean, it went really. Yeah, man. Like I get it. Like I think that looking at at overall, you know what I mean. I think that it's pretty solid overall. Just looking through all the movies that we have in there.
And I'm gonna watch one of these tonight. Not sure what it is, but I'm gonna watch one of them.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of amped up about the Friday remake. I might have to throw that in tonight, dude. Like, I think I'm actually, as much as we were talking about that one, I definitely feel like that might get some play time. That might get some screen time.
Right on.
On Michael's TV tonight for sure. But again, man, Matt, a pleasure as always, sir. Another great time. Next week, you guys, be sure to come back because we are going to be talking Never Hike Alone and Never Hike Alone 2 with the creator, Vincent DeSanti. He will be coming to Movies and Beyond next week. The thumbnail is already up in the chat, or already up. Go over and check it out. If you get a chance, hit that like button, because the more likes we go into that show with, the more people that will be able to see that show and come over and check it out with us. It'll definitely be a great time. And as for these tier lists and all the people that had a great time, also in the comments when this is over, throw down at the bottom what tier list you would like to see next. I'd like to know what you guys want to see, what movies for us to go through. Think of a couple that we can throw up here, because I think that 3 seemed pretty good, Matt, time-wise for us, because we go through them pretty quick. I think think of a couple other ones that you guys would like to see up here.
Man, if I don't say it enough, I absolutely love you guys, and it is my pleasure to be on here talking with you good people. Just thank you for joining us, and I absolutely love it. It is my pleasure. Love the horror community, and you guys are great.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. So if you do want to support the channel outside of watching movies and beyond on YouTube, you can go over to Patreon at www.patreon.com/moviesandbeyond, all one word. And you can check us out over there. We have a lot of content over there as well that is Patreon exclusive. There is a tier for everyone. And before I get off here, I do want to click on this real fast because Russell is saying, I'm on the Star Wars Clone Wars animated TV series, season 5, Michael. 3 seasons left. And Russell, I definitely need to talk to you about that soon because I definitely want to know what you think. And you seem to be going through it pretty quick. So I'm assuming that you're having a good time. And James is saying, once again, you put on a good show. See you next week. Matt and Mike, good night. Good night, James. And good night, everyone else. And make sure to leave a comment when this is over. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. And Matt,
love you
another
guys.
great show.
Yeah, man.
We will see you guys next time.